What's up, everyone? I'm the Kaiju no Kami from the Toku Animation News Network, and this is my first news report of 2025. You know, typically I do some sort of like gotcha to get you interested, but I'm starting this one off with saying I hope all of you in California are doing good. It sucks what's been going on there. I can't imagine what those of you who are directly affected, are going through. So I hope everything's good with you. Remember to click like, subscribe, the bell notification, and whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. Alright, so I am back after the holiday break with news. First, the biggest one of all is Gozyuger. Suits have been shown off, what the mech forms look like have been shown off. It turns out that each ranger apparently has their own mech form, as we can see here. Designs are kind of basic looking, but I still kind of like what I see for the mechs. The story aspects are a bit interesting. I've got kind of a cheat sheet here to help me along on some of the ranger personalities. But apparently the show is going to have monsters and opposing villains that have the abilities of past Red Rangers. Seems like the whole goal is that the Rangers are going to be competing against each other to acquire Sentai rings. I'm not sure if that means the Sentai rings will hold the abilities of past Ranger teams or not. Kind of interested, kind of worried, but at the same time I'm excited because Akiko Inoue was announced as the head writer. If you do not know who she is the daughter to Toshiki Inoue, who gave us the great Kamen Rider Agito, Jetman, Don Brothers, Kiva, Fies. We'll forgive him for what he did with Hibiki, but there is no forgiveness for Shogeki Go Raigan. Nope, screw that noise. And he is the son of Masaru Agami, who was the writer for the Showa era of Kamen Rider for most of the series. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what Akiko brings to the table. I know some people are like, well, her episodes for Gotchard weren't exactly great. I didn't watch Gotchard, obviously. But I would say, is she really the reason her episodes weren't great? Or is it because Gotchard was just a crappy show that is why her episodes weren't that great? Then again, I've heard people who hated Gotchard say her episodes were some of the best. So it works both ways. But we do have some information on the Rangers themselves. Goju Wolf, who is the Red Ranger, I don't know why I said blue, is supposed to be like a kind person, but also a berserker type, because apparently he will go crazy just out of the blue. Maybe that's why I was thinking Blue Ranger, because I wanted to make that comment. The Blue Ranger, Goju Lion, now granted, someone made a correction on Bluesky. It's technically Leon, but we all know it's Lion, since he's a lion. He is going to be a person who's very charismatic to people and has super hearing. Super hearing. Goju Wolf has super smell. Then we have Goju Tyranno, which is the Yellow Ranger, is the naive character, which kind of reminds me of the Sentai shows from back in the 90s where the Yellow Ranger was kind of the naive one, like Domon, Hikaru, Boy. They were all like the naive Rangers. Sakai. Wait, was Sakai the yellow one? Or blue? I get the blue and yellow mixed up in Kaku Ranger all the time. Now, obviously, Kazu was not naive in Die Ranger, but yes. Goju Eagle is a playboy and is a speedster, which kind of makes sense being the speedster because eagles are fast. And then Goju Unicorn, which is the first ever female Black Ranger. So another win there, another change from the norm. Possesses telepathy. She's supposed to be telepathic, but also big on her family. So it makes me wonder if she's going to become kind of like the team mom to the entire group as the series progresses. And this is going to be the first Sentai series that premieres in February since Lupat. Because obviously when Lupat ended, they did that 4-week Strongest Battle series. Ryu Soldier started in March, and then everything beyond had started in March. I'm surprised that it's actually going to start in February, because I didn't even think Boom Boomger would have enough episodes for it to end in February, but Boom Boomger is going to end at episode 48, which means actually Boom Boomger didn't have as many breaks during the year as I thought it would. But anyway, so that is our Gozyuger news. There's supposed to be a full-on press conference coming up in a few weeks that's going to reveal the actors. There's been like teases online of rumors of who the actors are going to be. No one I recognize, but I am curious to see who the actors are, what their costumes are, if they're wearing jackets, if they have uniforms or whatnot. I'm very looking forward to this show. I know I do have some hesitations because the last few Sentai series have been so good. It's kind of frightening that I'm like, okay, the next one, that's going to be the one that ruins it. Because it's like, okay, Dawn Brothers was so good. All right, King Oger, oh, not looking good. Battle's background, not looking good. And then King Oger's like, oh my god, this show is just as good. Oh, Boom Boomger, they want Boom Boomger to be children's first Sentai? Okay, not going to be very good. And then it's like, wow, this show is quite good. So I'm kind of worried for Gozyuger because I feel like it's going to be the series that breaks that stretch, because we haven't had a really good stretch of solid shows in quite some time, like 2 decades, I want to say. But I have hopes because of Inoue. I am looking forward to the show a lot. Now, in non-Sentai news, well, I guess first of all, in Sentai news, I hope you enjoyed my Dawn Brothers review. I had a blast reviewing that show. I had a blast revisiting that show. I did not have a blast with how long it took me to edit that review, because it was an 11-page script. Now, some people are like, man, this was a long review. Yeah, I'm firsthand knowing that it's a long review. I even posted online, I was like, I think my review is going to be super long, because I'm already at page 7 and I've only covered the heroes and the villains. So I still had the mecha, the episodes, the movies, the effects and music to talk about. So I was like, yeah, this is going to be a long review. And it was a long review. And I know some people are like, well, why do that review so long? That's just how it works. When I type as much information as I can on a script. I just go until I feel like I have covered everything important that comes to mind. There are some things that later on, after I finish the review, I'll be like, oh my god, I forgot to talk about that, or oh, I wish I had mentioned that, or someone will make a comment in the chat if it's during a premiere or in the comments, and I'll be like, oh crap, I forgot all about that. Because, I mean, let's be real. Watching a 50-episode series, you miss things every now and then. Especially if you haven't watched the series 9,000 times. 9,001, therefore it could be over 9,000. But I enjoyed my Dawn Brothers review a lot. I really do hope I don't have another review that ends up being that long, but I can't guarantee it because I'm not going to shortchange aspects of character development or talk about character development or the characters themselves just to get a shorter review. I feel that it would be an injustice to completely sabotage pieces of the review just to keep the runtime down. I really do. I would love to be able to do some YouTube shorts on just like taking snippets from my reviews that's just based on the characters, and do some YouTube shorts for those that just want to see about certain characters. I'm just having issues because Vegas does not allow me to format or to render videos in the video format that is required for YouTube shorts, at least for the aspect ratio. I've tried multiple ways and it just doesn't work because I was trying to do it with Geets. But yeah, so TAANN Brothers, so glad to be done. Boomer has been great so far. There's only like 5 episodes left. Well, 4 technically to air, 5 for me to watch. And then I'll end up working on my review for Boomer sometime in March. I will hopefully start King Oger in the next few weeks. I just finished Ninja Turtles Season 2, so I hope that you enjoyed my Ninja Turtles Season 1 review. And if you haven't watched it yet, check it out. I just finished Season 2 today, so I'm probably going to start writing the script later on this week. I am currently editing my Kamen Rider V3 review. I just finished editing all the audio bits to it. Now I just have to start putting in all the footage. So I'm hoping 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, to have Kamen Rider V3's review out. I say 2 weeks because after making sure I got Kamen Rider, the original series, done in time for Thanksgiving and getting TAANN Brothers done in time for Christmas, I am not giving myself any exact deadlines at this point in time to get reviews out. I am just going to coast and take them along. I'm taking them for the ride. When I get them done, I get them done. Right now, I'm like, nope, no more deadlines on stuff. I just need to work on them. I mean, I will end up ultimately giving myself a deadline, but my deadline for V3 is technically to have it done by the middle of next week, but I'm not going to rush. I'm going to enjoy finishing Spider-Man Unlimited, do a quick review of that. I'm going to enjoy playing Tomb Raider Remastered. And then I have to do more toy photos I haven't had the chance to do, which is kind of ironic since I got some cool lighting for Christmas for toy photography, and I haven't really done anything with it. Except for like one picture of Dracula and one picture of Spider-Man Noir. Anyway, Ultraman news. Ultraman Z. Yes, I know Amazon has it listed as January 28th, and maybe another site or two says January 28th. It's not coming out in January. I can tell you that right now. Mill Creek did not have it on their January release lists. The ones that they send to both media and the other email that goes out publicly, they did not have Zet on there. And the rumors are saying that Zet will not be out until April, that we will not see any Ultraman releases in February or March. And Trigger has shown up, I guess, on Amazon with a March release date. That's not going to happen either, because obviously if Zet really, well, most likely isn't going to happen, because if Zet does not get released to April, they're not going to have Trigger out in March. I would say Trigger we should expect in May, assuming Zet does come out in April, and then Decker has also shown up in systems. I would say expect that in July. So my prediction is we have Zet in April, Trigger in May, and Decker in July. Obviously, there's nothing set in stone. Mill Creek hasn't made any official announcements, so it could just be a grain of salt that I could just be pulling things out of my ass. But those are my guesses on when the release dates are going to be, if the April release date is indeed true. In fact, even if it's not, even if they do release Zet in, say, March, probably wouldn't be May. In fact, actually, that would make sense. March for Zet, May for Trigger, and July for Decker, because then it's every other month. We do also know that they're going to be releasing the Hanna-Barbera Ultraman tune. We just don't know when. So it's possible that could be in between those, or they may wait till after Decker has been released. Now, oh, I do need my phone for another thing that's been kind of fun with Discotek. Discotek has a live stream coming up next Monday. So I'll probably hold off on doing my next news report until after the Discotek stream, just so I can make any of the announcements Discotek has announced. Let me go to Bluesky here so I can read off Discotek. So Discotek, every time they have a new stream coming up, they do these teases for, they do these teases for previews of what's coming out, what they're going to announce at their live stream. And it's just fun little stuff to try to guess as to what they're doing. Now, I have made some of my own comments on their stuff as predictions. For example, I'm not going to show the clips they use because obviously copyright, but they showed something called Deep Cover. And I said, Deep Cover is totally Blue SWAT or Kamen Rider Double. They showed one of Ferris Bueller with a car. So I said, a car must be Kamen Rider Drive. They did one of Steve Carell from The Office, where that clip where he's like, no, no, please, God, no. And they said that's going to be the response for what the announcement that's related to. So my response was, Ryusoja confirmed. Or it could it could be Skyrider, as that's just as bad. Because both of those series would have me saying, no, 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 no. We had one with Radioactive Man, Rainier Wolfcastle from The Simpsons, when all this sludge is coming at him. And he says, my eyes, the goggles do nothing. I said, GoBusters had sunglasses that did nothing. They did one from Army of Darkness. So I said, undead, totally Kamen Rider Blade. They did another one for Jack Black with Peaches from the Mario movie. So I said, Peaches equals Peach Boy equals Momotaro equals Dawn Brothers. And was that the last one I responded to? I thought there was one more. That probably was it. I thought I did one more. Oh, yeah. They did, oh, maybe I didn't do this one on Bluesky. But they showed a clip from Brady Bunch with some character named Jan. And I said, Jan? Geki Ranger had a character named, Geki Red was named John. Geki Ranger! So just having a little bit of fun with the Bluesky, or with the Discotek teases. I mean, one of them's gonna be right? Oh, no, I already said that one. Kamen Rider Double and Blue SWAT. Alright. So yeah, Discotek tech hints are pretty fun. We'll find out next Monday. And I'll do a news report probably Tuesday to make the announcements of what Discotek had announced. I'm really hoping we get a slew of Toku shows unveiled. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Soul Brain is announced, because they have hinted, the way they talk, they did have the whole Rescue Trilogy series. There was one with Beavis and Butthead from the movie at a dam that some people guess might be Spielbahn because of the dam in the first episode. I think it was a dam in the first episode. So we'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, I would love to see Discotek just say, yeah, we have all of Metal Heroes. Just to get it out there. Yep, we've got all of Metal Heroes. And then I can be like, cool, I am not watching another Metal Hero show until the Discotek release comes out. Same with Kamen Rider X. Now that I finished V3, I'm like, I kind of wish they would release X. I want to finish Kamen Rider Showa era this year, but I really would want to, I would like them to release X on Amazon so then I can finish the Showa era legally. Speaking of Kamen Rider, I have not received my replacement discs from Media Blasters yet. I have not received any email telling me it has even been shipped out. Still waiting on that. Macross, the anime franchise. A lot of the series is now available on Disney Plus or Disney Plus and Hulu. Maybe you have to have the Hulu extended. I'm confused on it, but there's a bunch of Macross series now out on Disney Plus. No word on physical media releases. Macross Plus came out on Blu-ray last month. I can't afford it, sadly, and it's in a really big box that is not very shelf friendly. So I was like, I can't afford it, and with the size of the packaging, I'm not going to try to go out of my way to afford it. Especially now that a Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver Remastered Collector's Edition has been announced from Limited Run that comes with a whole kind of kick-ass crap. But Macross is on Disney Plus now. An SMP from Magiking was just unveiled yesterday. Looking pretty cool for those who are Magi Ranger fans that definitely want to buy this, or Power Rangers Mystic Force fans. Woe Kaiser was just teased as well. They'll probably also do Fire Kaiser. Nothing yet on finishing Ginga Man nor Mega Ranger, which is kind of a bummer because we really need those series completed. Speaking of which, Toku Lectables has just shipped out my Bull Taurus, which I'm also looking forward to. Now we just need Gigabitus, Giga Rhino, Rhinus, and Giga Phoenix. Even though putting together Phoenix and Rhinus is going to be a nightmare. Oof. Those are going to be horrible to build. I also do wish they included duplicate sticker pages for the SMPs. I jacked up the sticker for Victory Robo for GoGo 5 on the Blues vehicle, the GoGo 5 logo that goes right on the center, which is right in the center of the mech form on the waist. I jacked up that sticker, so now I just have like a gold spot painted on. And the worst part is that was like, of course, the one spot they didn't actually sculpt the detail in. So I was like, yeah, that sucks. At least if it had been sculpted in and I painted it gold, it still would have stuck out even if I didn't paint the blue on it. But no, I totally jacked that up. Not happy, and I wish there were replacement stickers I could get for it. It is what it is, though. And that is pretty much all the news I have currently. There is another rumor that Paramount is interested in purchasing the Power Rangers franchise from Hasbro. Don't know how real that is. It's just something I saw pop up on Twitter. I'm fine with that, as long as they are willing to let people get the Japanese versions out. I would love it if a company, the company that purchased Power Rangers, were to say, you know what, Toei, any series that they want to release, let them license it. That would be like the coolest thing ever. Hell, I wish I'd made enough money so I could just buy the Power Rangers franchise from Hasbro. That would be awesome. And do my own releases. Or let others do the releases. I don't know. But it would be cool if I could make enough so I could license shows myself and get them out on disc for everybody. That'd be so awesome. Very awesome. I mean, most of them have been fan subs, so buy the scripts from the fan subbers and boom. There you go. The only thing you'd have to be big on is getting discs authored and released. I would so love that. I would totally love that. But that's just a pipe dream for now. Now, I do have a GoFundMe if you'd like to help the future of the channel out. This is my 10th anniversary with the channel. I will be making a bigger video on that in the coming weeks. I am still planning to re-review Jude Ranger and Die Ranger later on this year, which I'm super excited for because I've been really wanting to re-watch these shows for like 5 years now. Just haven't gotten the chance to because I'm so busy with other Sentai. And I'm going to re-review the original Godzilla movie to kick off the 10th anniversary celebration. 10 years of the Kaiju no Kami Toku Animation News Network. I also have an interesting question for you all. Merchandise. What would you like to see? I had someone mention that maybe doing the TAANN logo as a power coin would be awesome. So, and I really like that idea. It's just I don't have the funding to actually make that right now. But is that something you guys might be interested in? Would you like to see new upgrade t-shirts with the TAANN logo instead of the Kaiju no Kami logo? You can do like, oh yes, it's my upgrade form. Let me know. As always, click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you clicking in to support me. You can support me on Patreon and Bluesky at tokuaannetwork, Network, Facebook, Instagram, Discord at Kaiju no Kami. The website is creativitybydesignllc.com, and the Kaiju no Kami merchandise that is available currently is at creativitybydesignllc.com/shop. There's a link in the description below. There's a link in the description below for the GoFundMe if you would like to help out. $1 would be great. Patreon, $1 there would be great. And if you can't donate to the GoFundMe, at least just please share it to people that might be willing to send it away. Might be willing to help the channel grow. I did have someone who's like, well, you don't need to grow your channel. It's fine the way it is. It's like, you don't need new equipment. And it is when your computer is not rendering the reviews properly and you have to restart the computer over multiple times to get a review to render, and that's just the first version, and your laptop can't hold a charge anymore, and ever since an update, your laptop can't properly display videos without the frame rate dropping, especially when it's connected to a TV. I don't know why, but all the new files for Sentai and Kamen Rider, every time I am just experiencing constant frame rate drops. It's a mess. And then my video editing software can't play a lot of the new file formats. It's having problems with new downloads from YouTube where there's no audio, even though there's supposed to be audio. So yes, there are equipment aspects I do need to upgrade. As much as I would love to save the money, but it's either, and even if I don't get a new laptop, I need to pay someone to look at it to figure out why it's doing what it's doing. And maybe have to buy new graphics card or whatever. So I still need to upgrade stuff. But I'm just rambling on and on right now, so that's all I've got for this news segment. Once again, if you're in the California area, stay safe. Hope you're good. I wish I had the funds. It's kind of weird. I wish I had the funds to donate to the funds to help California, but I need the funds to have the funds to donate the funds. But seriously though, it sucks. In fact, well, I'm not even going to get into it right now, but stay safe, those of you in California. Hope everything is good. Hope your collections are fine. Hope you're fine. And let us know in the comments if you're okay or if your place has been damaged or whatever. I mean, we're actually, you know what? Toku fans, let's unite here. If you have had your house or your things affected by this fire, let us know in the comments. Maybe we can create some type of list of Toku fans who could use the help that I can then post on Twitter, Bluesky, and all the like to try to help out Toku fans, helping Toku fans. Let's show people exactly why we are Toku fans and what Toku is all about. Enough with the hate. Enough with the completely just hating somebody because their opinion is different. Let's just work together for those who really are in need. That's all I've got. Until next time. Bye.